Please welcome to the stage, co-chair of this year's Achieving Dreams Steering Committee and the CEO of Allina Health, Lisa Shannon.
Good morning, everyone. That's a hard video to follow, right? When we think about what Avivo does and why you are all gathered, I could not be more grateful. The work we're going to talk about this morning is inspiring and necessary, and increasingly so more necessary. So first, I want to welcome all of you. I see a lot of familiar faces, and thrillingly so, I see some new faces. So let me just, by a show of hands, if this is your very first Avivo Achieving Dreams breakfast, could you raise your hand so we can recognize you? Look at this room. All right, your job is to bring someone new next year, all right? Let's keep spreading the knowledge of this incredible organization that's so very important to our community. So I also want to recognize and express my deepest gratitude to Lisa Erickson, who is the president and CEO of Medica, who has served as my co-chair for this event this year. And I'm just so deeply grateful for the vision, the energy, and the support, not only of Lisa, but the entire steering committee who did a number of activity in front to ensure that we had outreach, engagement, and you're all here, so it worked. And we're just so very grateful. Unfortunately, due to an unforeseen circumstance, Lisa wasn't able to join us this morning, but we're going to hear from a colleague of hers. Now, at Avivo, we believe that everyone deserves a chance to live well and work well. Since 1960, think about that, 1960, Avivo has been serving Minnesota and Minnesota families, specializing, I know you know this, I'm speaking to individuals who are already closely committed to Avivo, but Avivo specializes in helping individuals and families who face really complex barriers, whether it be homelessness, poverty, unemployment, chemical addiction, mental health concerns. Avivo, you're going to hear more, provides a full spectrum of chemical and mental health services, career services, sheltering, and the list goes on. And you saw some of that in the video this morning. These services, well, what do? They lay the foundation to make sure that health, social, and housing stability is present for individuals then to take the next step of their life, to lead a life that starts to set a journey for flourishing. Now, each year, Avivo helps more than 11,000 people. 11,000 people. And I would just say to our team at Avivo, we are so deeply grateful to you, and there are more that need our help, and that's why we're gathered here today. So you're going to hear stories. I leave this breakfast each year inspired and more hopeful. And you're going to hear stories of hope and purpose, which is a real testament. Angela's here with us today, and I can't wait to hear her story. And her BFF in the front row is clapping. It's awesome when you have somebody who introduces themselves as their job, BFF. All right, that's awesome. We're so glad you're here. It just reminds us, Angela, your story is going to remind us that with a little bit of compassion, determination, lives can be rewritten. We saw it on the video, and we're going to hear it from you. We also want to celebrate community leaders and partners who continue, I'm looking around this room, who just go above and beyond to support Avivo's mission. Each of you is here, and you're part of our story. At Allina Health, Avivo's mission is directly related to what we care about, what we do, and how we are also in collaboration with many in the community. Now, as we share breakfast and conversation, I just encourage you to reflect on the impact of your organizations, the work of Avivo, the needs of our community, and how we collectively together at venues like this and in other space come together to make a bigger and better difference for our community. I want to thank you deeply for being here, and for those of you that have been repeat to this event and continue to join us, our deepest, deepest gratitude. Now, I mentioned earlier that Lisa Erickson, the Lisa co-chair show this year, but Lisa Erickson wasn't able to join us today. But I am delighted that Medica has been so very supportive. They're a wonderful partner to us, and they have been so supportive of Avivo and supporting the Achieving Dreams breakfast. So I'm here to welcome, and I'm happy that we have to join us and to speak on behalf of Lisa Erickson. Lori Mellinger, please join me for a few words, and we'll hear from you, and then soon we're going to start our breakfast together. Lori, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. And Lisa Erickson sends her warmest regards to everyone, and thanks for being here. As Lisa mentioned, I'm Lori Melander, the Chief People Officer at Medica, and I'm really honored to be here today with Allina Health to help kick off this inspiring morning. We gathered together today not just for breakfast, but for purpose, for connection, for impact. And none of this would be possible without our incredible sponsors and our committee members. So let me take a moment to say a heartfelt thank you to our presenting sponsor, Marsden Services, along with our diamond sponsors, Centricare, Mortenson, and UHC. And also to our gold and silver sponsors, your partnership is deeply appreciated as well. And a special thanks to the API Foundation for their generous support too. To our steering committee, the Avivo team, and volunteers, thank you for your tireless work behind the scenes to make this event possible. Your dedication helps Avivo's mission come alive. This event brings together hundreds of business and community leaders to raise critical funding for Avivo's work, helping thousands of Minnesotans each year access housing, education, recovery, and employment. This room is filled with people who care deeply about our community and believe in the power of second chances, healing, and hope. And that's what Avivo is all about. So thank you for being here. Thank you for believing that everyone deserves a chance to live well and work well. Let's make this morning one of inspiration, generosity, and action. Before we enjoy our breakfast, it is my pleasure to introduce Joy Nguyen, the Director of Community Engagement and Outreach, and one of our presenting sponsors, Marsden Services, to share a few words.
Okay, I'm breaking up the L. Lisa, Lori, thank you. Good morning and welcome, everyone. It's so great to see all of you here at Avivo's Achieving Dreams Breakfast. I've been looking forward to this event for a few weeks now because, like Lisa has shared, it's one of those special mornings where you can look around the room and see so many friendly faces. Brett, Tara, I know you're out there. Friends, partners, sponsors, and so many new faces who are here to hear or learn what makes Avivo so powerful. I'm truly honored to represent Marsden Services today, as Guy Mingo, our president and CEO, wasn't able to join us. Guy gives so much of his time and influence to support Avivo through many decades of support and through this planning committee. And we're proud to be part of his team, right? For those who may not know Marsden, before I go there, I also want to recognize one other person, Damon Frazier. Damon, our chief executive, or our chief legal and administrative officer, and corporate secretary, serves on Avivo's board of directors and is such a champion of this partnership. Thank you, Damon. And if you don't know Marsden, we're one of the largest and the best facility services providers. No laughing there, that's true. We've been around for 73 years, and our headquarters is right here in Minnesota. We clean, we protect, and we maintain workplaces. But more than that, we believe in caring for people and communities. At Marsden, community engagements means showing up, standing alongside partners like Avivo, who help people find stability, opportunity, and hope. There's a quote from a book that sits on my nightstand that captures what this morning means to me. Surround yourself with people who are vibing higher than you. Be around people who are feeling better than you are. Energy is contagious. And that's what Achieving Dreams Breakfast is all about. Being in a room full of good energy, shared purpose, and hope. So on behalf of all of us at Marsden, thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in Avivo's mission. And thank you for helping so many people achieve their dreams. Enjoy this morning.
I met Avivo through the North Loop Neighborhood Association when they came and presented their proposal to take an old abandoned warehouse on the corner of Washington Avenue and Plymouth and make it into Avivo Village.
I think the fact that Avivo is able to step in along the journey and address housing instability, employment, puts them in a place where they're really looking at at individuals and families as a whole system, right? And they can walk alongside them through that whole journey.
We really try to support nonprofits to use volunteers effectively to serve their mission. We're really trying to draw connections in the community. We want them to be able to make a tangible impact and to being able to walk away learning about challenges in our community and how they can make an ongoing difference.
Through housing, addiction treatment, mental health services, career training, and job placement, Avivo provides wraparound services to help the whole person.
I believe that Avivo is very unique. Avivo moves on barriers by welcoming everybody. And I believe that they look at everybody as an individual.
Every person who comes in here is different and has different needs and desires. And so it keeps everything really dynamic and really fun and challenging, but challenging in a good way.
Once we look at somebody as an individual, we get to learn who they are within and not what we see.
It's really fulfilling to see people go from sleeping outside to being in their own apartment. If you don't have your own place to stay, how can you get well?
Seeing those mile markers develop for people, like figuring out where the challenge is for people and then seeing them pass them year after year is incredible.
It's really amazing to see how people can change when they have access to emergency shelter that's a low barrier and they can have a secure and safe space to sleep. That's amazing to me.
We've seen, research and programs that demonstrate that it takes more than just treatment to help a lot of people move along their path towards recovery. And I think one of the things that Avivo offers is kind of those extra elements that make treatment more successful.
Working with organizations like Avivo really helps us bring our mission to life. And we hope that by working together, people are learning and seeing firsthand the impact that Avivo makes in the community and that it's creating long-term relationships.
Avivo is there to do the work, to help whoever needs it, no matter how challenging the case may be.
I love serving the community, I really do. It just makes me feel like I accomplished something.
Please welcome to the stage President and CEO of Avivo, Kelly Matter.
Good morning, everyone. hadn't seen the video yet, and I love it. Of course, I tear up immediately when I hear Avivo's amazing team. So it's my opportunity now to welcome you with deep gratitude from the bottom of my heart and everyone at Avivo. But I do have to start by saying that the Avivo team is just the most amazing team that does love to serve our community. I hope you've had a chance to enjoy some good breakfast, some good conversation. It is so wonderful to see many familiar faces. Those of you that host tables year after year, host 3 tables, some of you, you know who you are, thank you. Sincerely thank you. And for the many people that raise their hands as first-time attenders, thank you as well. I hope to see you back next year. I need to share my deep gratitude to the Lisa co-team, the Lisa Shannon, President and CEO of Allina, and Lisa Erickson, President and CEO of Medica. Thank you for your passion, your commitment, and your vision that made this happen. I think we all would agree that both of them have more than full plates, and yet they stepped up in such significant ways to help this event be a success before we even opened the doors. Thank you to the full committee that supported this breakfast. Thanks to all of you. We've raised well over $100,000 before we opened the doors this morning. And I can't say enough that it's, thank you. It comes at a time when we've never needed it more. We're also deeply grateful to our presenting partner, Marsden, our decades-long partner in this important and hard work, and Joy appropriately named thank you for your greeting and starting us off on the right foot as well. I also want to thank our diamond sponsors, UCare, United Health Group, and Mortensen Construction, whose last-minute gift put us over the top. But it was too late to get you in the printed program. But I want to thank you immensely. You did. You got us over the top. Thank you for standing with us in this important work as well. So if you're like me, you've probably been watching the news with a little bit of a mix of anxiety, maybe some fear. The government shutdown is creating real problems and hardship in the communities that Avivo serves. In a few short days, November 1st to be exact, 4,000 families that Avivo serves will lose their SNAP benefits, which are food benefits. These are very, very low-income families who now will face even greater food insecurity. Payments for the services Avivo provides are delayed, significantly delayed. And the programs we provide that house about 1,700 individuals and families are at real risk. Amid this uncertainty, we have the choice to let fear take hold or to stand together in support of our neighbors. So I thank you all for being here and standing in support of all of our Minnesota neighbors. Times like these remind me and the Avivo team why our mission really matters: to ensure stability, to continue to ensure dignity for all people, and an opportunity, and to provide opportunity no matter what's happening in the halls of government. Throughout this difficult season, I am reminded that Avivo is here. We are here to provide housing for the unhoused. We are here to provide recovery for people with a substance use disorder and mental health barriers. We are here to provide training for living wage jobs, and we are here to provide employment opportunity when it is needed the most. I'm a bit of a quote person, so I'm glad that Joy started us off with a quote. I'm embarrassed sometimes that I'm a quote person. But right now, and particularly this last month, the words of Shirley Chisholm, the very first African-American congressperson, said, "You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas." And that's exactly what Avivo is doing, and we're going to keep doing. We are turning ideas into impact. So while people across our state are living under the threat of losing housing benefits, we broke ground on Avivo Village in St. Cloud, Minnesota, expanding a model from the North Loop that you just heard about that's housed almost 300 people to date. People who were sleeping outside are now in permanent housing. We broke ground in St. Cloud to support the over 300 people sleeping outside in and around that community. Yes, thank you. As the opioid crisis continues to devastate families and entire communities, Avivo just opened the first of its kind program in Minnesota where fathers raising their children can come to treatment together. We already know this model works for moms and their children to recover together, and now we're extending that same hope to dads. And I can't tell you what it's like to come into the building and see a dad with a young toddler sleeping on his lap, knowing that he's going to have housing and treatment and be there for his children. And even as the state's funding cut our funding for the Institute for Career and Technical Education by 2/3, we are going to continue to train and connect people to living wage jobs. This year alone, more than 1,700 people have found employment through Avivo's training and workforce programs, including in high demand, high paying jobs in the HVAC industry, with proud partners like Marsden Services who share our belief in second chances and economic opportunity for all. Avivo's work changes lives. We are not going to stand still. We are going to innovate, we are going to expand, and we are going to continue creating pathways to stability for thousands of Minnesotans. And we can do this, and we are doing this because of corporations and individuals like you that come together to help us bridge the gaps that we're experiencing and create stability for thousands of individuals across Minnesota. Later this morning, you're going to hear from Angela, who represents exactly what change and opportunity look like. She is a brave individual for sharing her very personal story with us, but it will show you what compassion and determination can do to rewrite one person and thousands of people's stories. As I close, I want to just leave you with another thought. We're coming into the holiday season, and our annual Adopt a Family program is another beautiful example of how individuals, corporations, and Avivo work together to bring joy and hope to over 1,000 families that Avivo serves every single year, who otherwise face a bleak season. It's one more reminder that even when the world feels uncertainty, generosity, like the generosity in this room, and community can light the way forward for families. So I hope this morning that you'll continue to enjoy yourself. I really hope you feel inspired. And I hope you remember what's possible is happening because of you and the support that you provide Avivo and the 11,000 people we serve each year. Thank you so much for being a part of the Avivo family. Even if it's your first time, your family now, we welcome you in. Thank you for being part of our family. Thank you for your belief in your compassion and your commitment to the people that Avivo serves. Now, I have the great pleasure of asking you to help Avivo recognize this year's celebrated community leader. Each year, we honor an individual who demonstrates exceptional leadership in the community and serves as an outstanding partner to Avivo. And this year, I am thrilled to present the award to Josh Helgeson, Principal and CEO of Griner Construction. Josh Helgeson became the third CEO of Griner Construction, I don't think that's a made-up word, after joining the company in 2001 as an apprentice carpenter. It's amazing. It's an Avivo story. And is now the majority owner of one of Minnesota's largest minority-owned companies. Griner and Josh not only build beautiful and functional buildings, including Avivo Village in the North Loop, but build authentic connections that come from working with organizations like Avivo that share the same goal of empowering others and building communities where all people can thrive. Leadership sometimes stands out strongest when we're disappointed. And I think it's fair to say that both Avivo and Griner were a little bit disappointed when we found out we weren't going to be working together in St. Cloud. But Josh and the Griner team continue to show up for Avivo and others authentically and in support of the broader community, whether they are working directly or indirectly in building a thriving community. The team has been an extraordinary partner to Avivo, helping to build Avivo Village in the North Loop and staying strong with us in the North Loop. It's been almost 5 years, and we've housed, as I've said, almost 300 people together. Thank you for helping us continue to build stronger communities, one project and one person at a time. We look forward to a continued partnership to make our community stronger. Please give a ruckus, warm welcome, and ask Josh to join me on the stage.
Wow, there's so many people here. What's that? Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, entire Avivo team, for this incredible honor. It's truly humbling to be recognized as Avivo's 2025 Celebrated Community Leader, especially when there's so many other great leaders in this room and in our community doing great things. I want to begin by expressing my deep gratitude to the entire Avivo team for the vital work that each and every one of you do every single day and the difference you make in the lives of so many individuals and families. Your commitment to helping people overcome barriers and build better lives is truly inspiring. And it's a privilege to be connected to that mission. At Griner, we believe that leadership isn't just about what we build. It's about how we build it and who we build it for. Whether it's through volunteering, whether it's through partnerships, or creating opportunities for others, we see our role as helping strengthen the foundation of the places where people live and work. This recognition isn't just for me. It reflects the dedication and generosity of our entire Griner team, which some of them are here today. I'm extremely proud of how our people show up each and every day with compassion, with purpose, and with a genuine desire to really make a difference. They're the real reason why our impact extends beyond construction sites and into our community. Avivo has been an outstanding partner in that effort. Together, we've seen firsthand how collaboration creates meaningful change. A perfect example is right down the road, Avivo Villages, right here in Minneapolis. It's a powerful reminder that progress really happens when people and organizations alike are united around shared values. That's when we decide we're ultimately stronger together. So on behalf of everyone at Griner, thank you so much for this recognition, for your partnership, and for all that you do to make our community a better place. We are truly honored to stand beside you and look forward to continuing this important mission. I want to leave you all with this thought. In moments like these, when so many are feeling the weight of the world, Avivo really reminds us what community truly, truly means. We show up, we lift, and we build. The government may be shut down, but compassion never does. So let's keep moving forward, hand in hand, heart to heart, and keep doing what Avivo does best. And that's lifting people higher and helping hope grow. Thank you.
Thank you. I will remember those words, Josh. All right. One of the greatest honors of my work at Avivo is meeting remarkable people that come through our doors and light up the space like sunshine. People who remind us of what courage and perseverance really look like. This morning, you're about to meet one of those people. Angela's journey is one of grit, grace, and growth. She came to Minnesota determined to change her life, traveling more than 1,000 miles with nothing but the clothes on her back and a fierce will to find recovery. When she found Avivo, she didn't just find programs. She found opportunity, some encouragement, and people who believed in her. She threw herself into our classes at the Avivo Institute, earning certificate after certificate, building skills, confidence, and community. And today, she's not only thriving in her own recovery, she's paying it forward. She's unbelievably paying it forward, working full-time to help others who are walking the same road to recovery. Angela's story is proof of what happens when determination meets opportunity. Avivo is so proud of you, Angela, and just happy that we could play a very small part in your journey to stability and purpose. Please, I'm going to use raucous again. Let's give Angela a raucous welcome to the Avivo stage. Thank you, Angela.
Good morning. Excuse me. It is an honor to be here today. Good morning. My name is Angela, and I am honored to be here today to share my story. I'm proud to share that I am living now in recovery from addiction and in my own apartment. I also just hit a huge milestone, 5 years clean as of just a few weeks ago on October the 6th. And I want you to know, if I can do it, anybody can. I came to Minneapolis from Houston, Texas. I traveled 1,300 miles in 2.5 days with nothing but the clothes on my back. I left everything behind, my home, my family, my past, because I wanted to get clean. That's how bad I wanted it. When I arrived, I entered treatment and eventually found my way to Avivo. I remember when I heard about their classes and programs, and something inside me just lit up. I always wanted to go back to school, but I didn't think I could. I was down on myself, coming out of addiction, being homeless, jobless, but Avivo gave me a chance. They didn't just offer classes, they offered hope. I enrolled in the Avivo Institute and took every class they had: business, computer skills, medical office training, job readiness. I earned 5 or 6 certificates, and I was proud of myself for the first time in a long time. Avivo was there for me every step of the way. They helped me get into school, find housing, and connect with a case manager. I'll never forget how they helped me furnish my first studio apartment. I had nothing, and they got me everything I needed to start over. I started applying for jobs. I wanted to give back. Now I work at Turning Point Inc. Sober Living full-time, and also I work for Catholic Charities part-time, helping people like myself. People coming out of addiction. Thank you. People coming out of addiction, people that are still in it, I meet them where they are because I've been there. Everything I've learned at Avivo, I use every day. Everything I use every day. Catholic Charities is paperless, so those computer skills came in handy. I was blessed. I've come a long way. I have my own apartment, my own vehicle, and 2 cats. I'm active in my church, and I just graduated from a year-long discipleship class. I feel like all I do is graduate from things. But it wasn't easy. I've been through a lot. but it wasn't easy. I've been through a lot. I'm learning how to be an adult at 48 years old. I've never paid bills before, never had responsibilities. Now I wake up every day with a purpose. But it wasn't easy. I've been through a lot: prostitution, hunger, violence. I've eaten food out of trash cans. I've been cut, nearly killed. I lost my home, my family, my pets. Within 2 years, I lost almost everyone close to me, but I'm still here, and I believe I'm here for a reason. Mental health is real. I didn't know that until I got into treatment. I used to think you could see mental illness on someone, but I was wrong. Sorry. Come on, paper. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. Okay. I learned that I was wearing what? Is this right? I'm getting there. Mental health is real. I didn't know that I didn't know that until I got into treatment. I used to think I could see mental illness on someone, but I learned that I was wearing mine down, worrying, stressing, surviving, and Avivo helped me unpack all of that. Now I want to give back. I want to be an advocate for people who can't speak up for themselves. I want to mentor women and families struggling with addiction, and my biggest goal is to become a LADC. I'm working on it. Avivo didn't just help me survive, they helped me thrive. They gave me tools, support, and a community. Even now, I still lean on them. They're always there when I need someone to talk to. I'm proud of every certificate I've earned. I've came here with nothing, and now I don't have enough room for everything. I put affirmations on my wall. I tell myself, let's continue to be great. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you for helping someone like me to get a second chance. And I also want to thank some Avivo staff, Bill, Mickey, and Miss Levina, and the best case manager ever, Abdi Mohammed. And thank you for listening, and thank you for believing in people.
Yes, yeah. Angela, you are why we're here. Every one of us were touched by your words, your determination, and I got to tell you, the work that you have done personally is already an inspiration to others. So thank you, thank you. One more round of applause for beautiful. So you heard this morning, Avivo's impact, it's real. It's real people making a real difference, changing their life. That requires leadership, and it's not my script, but I also want to thank this lady to my left, Kelly Matterson. We all know what it's like to lead at a time when the resources are thinning and the services that we care so deeply about are vulnerable. Hard choices are being made everywhere in our community. I feel it. I know Kelly feels it. Your leadership and your determination and giving others hope to say, we have a lot of things that aren't working right now in a lot of parts of our country and a lot of parts of our community, but we got a lot of things that are really working, and Avivo's one of those, and Kelly, your leadership makes it so. Thank you. All right, today I'm going to ask you to help us. I'm going to ask you, we know you're here and you're investing your time, and that means the world to all of us, and stories like Angela's. We're going to ask you with your generosity, and we're going to ask you to think about what it is. We know you provided support to be here, and we're going to ask you to go a bit further. We're going to ask that you help us spread this work, that you tell others about this work and the impact that it makes and how important it is. With or without a government shutdown, we need these services, and the government shutdown certainly makes it more vital for us. So you have at your table QR codes that you can scan. We want you to take with you the words that you've heard today from whomever inspired you, and likely, if you're me, from everybody that you heard. At Allina Health, we do a lot of work with Avivo, and we find that many of our patients, and I'll tell you one story, a patient that came to us that was facing not only mental health challenges, financial challenges, nutrition insecurities, and isolation, was referred to Avivo from the Minnesota Community Healthcare Network. And with the dedicated help and support of one of these amazing case managers, Jessica, our patient was able to get the services they needed to start to heal. Mental health is real, and there are a lot of other circumstances that surround these patients, and it's just one of many, many examples. And if you've been here with us before, you've heard those examples and the impact. And it's an incredible strain right now on the Avivo community for what's happening in funding, and we need your help. Whether it's a one-time gift or a recurring gift, let your gift be the reason that someone else can go from a story like Angela's to thriving and paying it forward. So on behalf of the entire Avivo team, and I want to offer Kelly an opportunity for some comments as well, I just want to deeply express my gratitude to all of you for being with us today and to help us spread the mission and the work of Avivo. And Kelly, I'd offer any comments.
My heart is still filled with gratitude for all of you for being here. We appreciate what you've already done, as I said, to help close gaps. We do have more gaps to fill. And as I've heard from all of you, I think times are challenging, and Lisa faces her own challenges at Allina as well. But we were talking earlier, deep gratitude that we're here, that we remain here doing this hard and important work and serving our communities. So thank you for being here. Whatever additional you can give is genuinely appreciated and put to very, very good use. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. So I also have a bold and highlighted with arrows pointed to note that somebody at your table is supposed to take the flowers. So please make sure someone does just that. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all.
I'm going to present you with these flowers. I hope they can brighten your desk. Honestly,